Namaste. Let us listen to a beautiful miracle of Sri Paramjyoti Kalki. I am Devika Markandeya from Pune. I found myself floating through life with a spring in my step. I witnessed myself being aware of my thoughts, cravings, behavior, triggers, and motivation more than ever before. This awareness alone led to a greater fulfillment in every aspect of life, much like the illuminating power of light to dispel darkness. Mindful living became natural. Liberation from self-centered thinking paved the way for greater empathy, compassion, and connection with my fellow human beings. There was a dramatic change in how I saw people and related with them. I felt an intuitive and unspoken understanding with people in regard to where they were coming from. This kept needless judgment, labeling, mental commentary, and intolerance at bay. The need for significance and validation were outweighed by the desire to truly connect with people and through those rich exchanges live a life of consistent evolution and contribution. Joy, peace, and love permeated my being, barring the occasional interruptions from the mind playing spoil sport as has always been its prerogative. The knowledge that all of my suffering is my own doing and that it's in my hands how long I choose to hold on to it became an intrinsic part of my worldview. I owe it to my overall well-being to find the cause of my suffering, no matter how intense or mild, and dissolve it so I could deeply engage with life, be present to all that is, and flow with life. I always felt connected to nature, but now my connection with Mother Earth has reached another level. I am observing more and being in tune with my environment. Things were not always so rosy. At one point, I let my fears consume me. Even my usual escape routes and pleasure-seeking avenues failed to provide me with the false sense of comfort they used to in the past. I could see that my need to be better than what I felt about myself, my need for certainty in life, my tendency to oscillate between the unpleasant past and the unpleasant future, and the deep well of sadness, guilt, and regret I felt over certain aspects of my life were clouding my judgment and making it harder for me to come out of this quicksand of suffering. There were moments of stillness and absolute clarity where I could see why what was happening, and yet felt powerless to change it, where I saw how the external merely mimicked the internal and how I needed to work inside out and not outside in. However, one fine day, I woke up and took a conscious intent to get myself out of the rut. I started with working on my body, which had a domino effect on my mind and spirit. Got back to the sadhanas, yoga, meditation, and teachings, and immediately saw a drastic change which felt so reassuring. I had only taken one step, but the universal intelligence, in its infinite kindness, took 10 more towards me, and lo and behold, within a week I found the perfect job that is beautifully aligned with my own approach and philosophy in life. I now know beyond a shadow of a doubt that suffering is always a choice, never a mandate. Heartfelt love and gratitude for transforming my life beyond recognition. Sri Paramjyoti Bhagavati Bhagavan.